Good morning. Welcome to the craft room. Diane here. As you could see by the supplies, we're going to do something a little Christmassy today. I was invited to be part of a collaboration for Christmas in July 2022 by Teri Lee at Pea Papers, and then she's in coordinating with Lisa Fisher at Lisa's Paper, Lace, and Bling. These are both their Facebook pages if you wanted to, or groups, if you wanted to go over and join. There's going to be 20 designers, including me, yay, and we're each going to be posting at least once a week in July. And this is the hashtag we're going to be using if you want to check out all the projects. Now, the only conditions are it's Christmas and we're doing it in July. So you're going to see lots of different things. I'm 99% sure most of them will be with paper, but I don't know. I know mine will be. So if you check out those groups and join those, you could see all that, or you can just search the hashtag. So anyway, this is my first week on the collab. So I was looking through thinking, what can I do that's a little different? I'm not really sure what I want to do yet for a big project. I do know that I have several Christmas gifts that I need to make. So I could do one of them. And I was searching YouTube for inspiration, and I came across this video yesterday on the 2nd from Melina Pylant, Pylant. She has a YouTube channel, and she did a triple stacked envelope pocket, and there's my beautiful drawing skills. Check that out. Yes, Diane cannot draw a straight line without a ruler. Good job. But either who, I thought I would make that. It looked really cute, and I could use it as a pocket in a journal, maybe a clip-in pocket, maybe a standalone, a happy mail, something like that. So I was kind of playing around with my envelopes. I found these green envelopes that are a little smaller. These are, speaking of smaller, where'd my ruler go? Here we go. So these are like 5.5 by 4.5, a little smidge under a half. So they're not big, so that I could stack them and they would be only about 8 inches tall is what I'm going to do. This is my basic premise here. And then she had left hers plain on the back, but I think I'm going to make this an additional pocket and maybe make this a clip-in to a journal instead of gluing it down to the page, which you could also do, which would be really cute. So then I was thinking, oh, well, these envelopes are very green, and I thought, oh, I want to line the inside too. So I cut out a couple of liners just to get the hang of it, and then I think I'll cut this one out with you. I do have, let me tell you what we're using. I've got 3 envelopes, obviously. I've got some thinner paper, some thicker cardstock, some Christmassy die cuts, some washi tape, some napkins. I really don't know what I'm going to be decorating with, so I just kind of pulled out a little bit of everything. But this particular paper that I'm using to line with, isn't that so cute? This was from Joy Alderson over at JJ with Joy, is her Facebook group. And last year she did some snippet rolls for Christmas, and then she lined them all up on the desk and took pictures. And they're just the cutest thing. I love this paper. Thank you, Joy. So I pulled this out of my stash before I printed this last year before my printer decided to die. Okay, so let's get to the project, Diane. Enough chatting. So I'm going to cut out, I'm going to use my envelope as a template and just kind of line up here what I want. And I'm going to use a pen or a marker or a pencil, whatever works best on your paper. But since this is really heavily inked on the printer, I'm going to need to use a permanent marker. And I'm just going to trace around the flap. So I'm doing the flap, and then I want to go at least a little bit under where the envelope is so that I can get it nice and glued and we won't have snags of things coming back out. So that's kind of the dimensions I'm using. And I'm just tracing. Not doing a very good job of tracing, but I'm tracing. Okay, so hopefully, I don't know if you can see that black line. I'm going to cut just inside that line. And then when I do the inside of the envelope, I'm going to do a little angle this direction so that it'll actually slide down in the envelope. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll get there when we get there, right? So I've been thinking about this collaboration, and I'm like, Christmas in July. What was I going to do? There is so much inspiration out there. It's ridiculous. I was like, oh, okay, I found 3 great ideas in 5 minutes. Oh. Just going to cut inside the lines. There we go. And I still have a scrap piece left. Yay. Alright, so I want to try and dry fit this. Angles look good at the top. You might see a little bit of the envelope. This side is in a little bit. I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off. Since my envelope has these nice flaps on it, I can shave a little bit off of there to make it a little easier to slide in there. Okay. And I'm looking where the crease of the envelope is going to be. That's where the top of my cut is. So I'm kind of feeling that with my fingers behind, and then giving this a little, I mean, I'm not going crazy, but just enough of an angle so that it'll slide into the envelope a little better. Alright, let's do this. Slide it in. Kind of line that up. I mean, is it perfect? No, of course. It's homemade. It's not perfect. So then when I folded it, still have a little lip there, but yay, isn't that cute? So what I'm going to do is, now that I have my 3 liners, I'm going to glue those in there before I start the construction of the project. Because for me, this was way easier than putting it together and then trying to line the envelopes, because I am not that good. Okay, so I'm gonna, well, I'll show you one of them and then I'll do the other 2 off camera because you don't want to see this. I'm just going to use some school glue here. You can use Fabri-Tac. You could use a glue stick. This isn't going to move around much, but I thought with putting things in and out of the envelope it might get a bit of wear and tear. So I thought a wet glue was really the way to go. But you know, you do you, whatever you like. And this is a thicker paper, so I'm not worried about it buckling. Oh, I got glue on my envelope. That's not good. I am going to spread it out just a touch, though. Probably shouldn't be gluing right on top of my envelope, right? Just asking for trouble. I'm going to spread this out a little bit with my finger. It's going to get a little messy. And then I'm going to try to carefully slide this in here without gluing my envelope closed. Come on, you can do it. And line up my fold here. There we go. Okay, now I have glue in my fingers. And we're just going to make sure that the envelope is not glued closed. Oh, no, okay, it's nice and dry in there. Alright. So I am going to give this a minute to dry, and I'm going to glue the other 2 liners in, and then we'll be back in a second to start the construction of the envelope. Alright, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty, so we have our envelopes lined. Isn't that so cute when you open it up? Boom! There's all that prettiness. Thank you, Joy. I love those papers. Alright, so we're going to stack the envelopes, and I want to leave a bit of room there. I'm okay if the flaps overlap, but I want to leave some room here so that you can have a pocket behind this and then this envelope as well. So, and I know most of my journals are 8 inches high or less. So I want to make sure that this is in that range. Okay, it's just under 8 inches, so that is good. Okay. So the way Melina did her envelopes was she glued here to make this small pocket, the sides and the bottom. I think since I'm going to back mine, I'm just going to glue the sides and leave this open so that you have progressively taller pockets. You'll still have the little envelope pocket, and then you'll have some taller pockets as you go up. So if you have bigger ephemera, it'll fit in there. The downside to that is don't put small ephemera in the big pocket because it'll be hard to get out. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to line these up like right about there, right? Okay. So this is going to be my top pocket. I'm going to put glue on the sides here, just on the sides. Now if you want to have the smaller ones, you'll put glue on the bottom as well, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to come down. Get that big blop out of there. And I'm going to line my envelope up where I want it. And I'm going to make sure it's straight on the back. Oh, I am just getting this glue everywhere. This is why I usually use Fabri-Tac, because it dries faster and then I don't get my messy fingers stuck in it. Oh, I have to clean my table again. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one here. Again, just double checking. We're still under the 8 inches. Excellent. Even though I'm going to clip it in, I still want to make sure it's going to stay within the confines of the book. In case I decide to like glue it on the front cover or the back cover or something, you know. I change my mind every few minutes. That's how it is in the crafting business with Dianne. Okay. So then you can clearly see that's a pocket. Okay. And since we are using the wet glue, we're going to need to let this dry for a second. Protect your work surface. My poor desk is so used to having glue all over it, it's fine. I just scrubby it. It's okay. It was an industrial desk from somewhere. We found it in the abandoned in a back alley. So, all right. So now we have our envelopes. We'll have our pocket here, one back here, and then that's what the back looks like. Now, see, those are open. So this top one you'll be able to put all the way down to the bottom here. Okay, so now I want to put something on the back so that I can just clip this in and I can have one big pocket on the back as well. So that's where my cardstock comes in here. I want to see what goes good with these colors. These are a little darker, but I kind of like this one or this one. Let's see. Because they both have some of the dark green in it, although I think this one's going to be our winner. Alright, so I want the pretty side to be on the back, so I'm going to flip it over. And I want to have my pocket here in the corner. You cannot see what I'm doing. There we go. Alright, I'm going to mark that. Oh, I just slid it out of position. And I'm going to mark that. And this is a very big cut to make, so I'm going to use my cutter here. So I guarantee that would not be straight if I cut that. And again, I'm going to go just inside of my line, just inside of my mark there. inside of the mark here. I keep trying to put my cutter right over it so I can't see the mark. Okay, just inside of the mark. Then we'll see how that looks. Hopefully it's good. Oh, it's a bit tall. Okay, so I think I need to cut the top down just a little bit. I wonder if I want to reveal some of the envelope. Let's just take a sliver off of that. Go. Isn't that cute? I think I'm going to put a thumb hole in there too. Make it a little easier to access. Get the center-ish. Go. And I'm going to soften this corner a bit. There we go, that's cute. Oh, that's lovely, I like that. Okay, so now we're going to glue, and I think I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac this time. The school glue is just taking too long to dry for me. You could still use that, it's obviously strong enough, but I think I need the speed of the Fabri-Tac. So I'm going to glue the sides and the bottom to make this big pocket in the back. So how's everybody doing today? Are you working on a project? What are you working on? Are you doing Christmas in July like me, or are you a normal person? I know there's a lot of summer things going on too. I just, you know, Christmas is my favorite. It's a shame that it only comes once a year, but I guess that's what makes it special, so. Okay, we'll press that down. Let that get all nice and stuck. Oh yes, that's so cute. And now all we have left to do is decorate. Now, of course, you could use this idea for any time of the year. This doesn't have to be Christmas. You could be doing a summer journal. You could be doing a fall journal. Just, you know. You could use tea-dyed envelopes, you could use white envelopes, you could use any kind of envelope you have. You could use junk mail envelopes if you had a really tall journal. I always seem to have envelopes left over after I use the cards, so this was a good use for these. Alright, so now we have our big pocket here, and then let me find something to use. That is too big. There we go. Say this is a tag. So we'll have a pocket here. We'll have a long pocket there. We'll have our pocket here. And we'll have the pocket behind there. And we'll have this one. And of course we have this big one in the back. I'm going to need a very big journal card to fit in there. Okay, so now let's think about decoration. Melina did something really cute. She had a doily and she put it over the flap of her envelope like that. Isn't that cute? I kind of like that. And I have some die cuts here that I received from a friend, Miss Charlotte Peterson. Thank you, Miss Charlotte. We can use these to decorate with. So I think I'm just going to start decorating, and I will bring you back when I'm done and show you what the finished product looks like. Alright, thanks for coming along on my journey. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in a few minutes when this is done. Well, 1 second for you, a little longer for me. Alright, I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. I just decorated some of the flaps, and I was thinking about, this is like a big, large green space. How am I going to break that up? I mean, you know, I love Christmas green, but goodness gracious, that's a lot. So then I looked at my wall of ribbons over here, and I saw this cute one. Look at this. It's a wire-edged ribbon. It's a 2.5-inch ribbon, and I thought that would be really cute right there. I could like center that design and then, you know, collage something over here or over here, and this would make a great pocket. So it's like, oh, that's so cute. So I'm going to snip this off. This is wire-edged ribbon, but you can easily take the wire out. So let's see. Here's the end. You can see the little thin wire poking out. You can just pull that right out. And now you've just got a piece of fabric. Fabric ribbon, but I basically treat it the same way. So I have to decide if I want to center it like this. There's a piece of tape on the end that was holding it closed. Do I want to have it there, there, or do I want to put it right in the middle? Excuse me. Hay fever still. All right. I think I'm going to center it like that. So I'm just going to put some Fabri-Tac around the edges and make this another little pocket. And the other thing is, this is kind of sheer, so you'll be able to see what's behind there a little bit. Not too much, but you'll be able to see it peeking out. I just thought that was such a cute idea. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to trim this off. That's not as easy as it looks. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, that's cute. Okay, so get the Fabri-Tac working here. Sorry about the lights. It is daylight out, but my craft room is on the other side from the sun. It's on the other wall, so I have my lights on here and they're creating a lot of shadows. Sorry about that. I probably should film in the afternoon instead of the morning so I have more light, but I have to do it when the inspiration strikes and I can send the hubby out to do yard work or something. He's a noisy guy. Okay, oh my goodness, that's so cute. I love that. Okay, I think I'm going to add a few more die cuts and maybe some washi tape and pretty this up a little bit. Let's see. I was going to turn the camera off, but I know that I like to watch people decorate things because it gives me ideas and inspiration, so hopefully you like it too. What do you think? That's kind of bold. I don't have any black anywhere on here. Oh, polka dots. So cute. I like this big one, but this is going to cover up all the lace. Now I'm waffling. Decisions, decisions. I should go with my first instinct. Just hang out with these two. Maybe a tag and a tree. Green on green? What do you think? I think it's kind of cute. Alright, we're going to go with it. I'm going to stop questioning myself. I'm going to go with it. That's the thing I love about junk journals. Even if I don't like it, later I can just cover it up with something else and be like, yeah, I did that on purpose. That was totally on purpose. But oftentimes if I make something and at the time I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. If I walk away and come back, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Actually, my husband taught me that trick. We were painting sets for set pieces, backgrounds for one of my son's productions, and it was supposed to be a castle wall. So, you know, gray brick-like things. And I was like, oh, this is so awful. He's like, dear, come on, let's go to lunch. And then we came back. He's like, now, no one's going to be 3 inches from it like you are painting it. So we stood across the room from it after lunch, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is cute. So, you know, very insightful, these husbands, they are. Okay, that's adorable. What about this? I really just love this paper I put on there. I might just find a label or something to put on there later. Oh, do I have I have some of these red ones. Not a teeny one, bigger than that. Nice long one. Oh, what about that? That's so cute. I like the red one there. I'm doing it. It's getting a Tim Holtz label. There you go. You can put to my bestie. I like it. Do I want something down here? Maybe a cluster of these little tiny guys. Clusters of 3, clusters of 3. Oh, thinking that's cute. But I have a label on this side. Maybe I should put it on the other side to balance. And I want the pine cone on the outside. Adorable. Love it. See, I never know what to do with the little tiny ones, but they're so useful. You could fit them in lots of places. Alright. I think it's about time to go get another bottle of Fabri-Tac. This one's not wanting to come down. So cute. Just rubbing off some of the excess glue there. That's a good thing about Fabri-Tac. You can just rub it away. Okay. Alright, this one's a little all over the place, but that's how I'm feeling today. All over the place. So now, we have so many pockets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets. Okay, so now I need to make a bunch of ephemera to fill this up. And I'm just going to clip this into a journal so you can have all those pockets available, or I might make it a flip. Who knows? But my camera light is flashing at me, so we're going to go for now. And I'll make some ephemera in the next video. How about that? Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.